Class, welcome to week 7. Week 7 is where we jump into Google Ads and establishing campaigns and keywords. So we're moving past the business creation side of the course and focusing now on marketing. We're going to do a lot of digital marketing. We're going to focus on Google Ads. We'll get into Google Analytics, but the course focus shifts a little bit from here on out. I want to highlight this quiz for week 7, course disclaimers and warnings. This is to help you recognize what we're focusing on in Google AdWords and how to manage it appropriately. Google Ads has the potential to be expensive, and we manage that in the course to make sure that it is not expensive and that it is not expected that you are spending tons of money on this campaign. You'll need to spend some money to run the campaign, but it is not an expectation that you're spending high amounts of money. But if Google Ads is not properly managed, that can happen. And so that disclaimer helps you focus on the key points, and I'll touch on some of those too, those key points to make sure you keep your costs reasonable for your expectations in the course. So we'll jump in first to this topic, create your ads campaign. To me, this is the really exciting point in the course. You won't launch your campaign this week. We won't activate it, but we'll be preparing it. The response I get a lot from students is, I just barely launched my website. It's not completely finished. Don't be concerned about that. The way online search works and the way online advertisement works, we want to get some traffic to your website sooner rather than later. So think about that, and as you're finishing your website, if you want a polished, finished website, which is great to have when you launch this campaign in the coming weeks, make sure you put the finishing touches on that website. It doesn't have to have every product imaginable. 1 or 2 products is fine to start. But think about that as we launch this campaign, that if you want to make sure that website looks polished, now is the time to do it. So you will walk through the beginnings of a campaign. And a campaign houses advertisements, and that's how you track. You group your advertisements in Google Ads by campaigns. So I highly recommend this video, how to get started with Google Ads. And then there's readings as well. So if this is new to you, take your time, make sure you do your research on this. There's plenty of resources. It's important to remember that Google wants you to be successful too at this, because this is how they earn revenue, and so there's a lot of resources from them where Google Ads will help you get the basics. And then you will open a Word document and fill out these 4 questions. Note the area in red here. This is really the key to controlling your costs, and that is to set a daily budget. This tells Google Ads that you will not spend more than this amount, and then Google Ads actually makes this an average over time, and so some days you may spend more than this budget, some days you may spend less, but they will average it out to be whatever the daily budget comes to be. If your daily budget is too small, your ads will not appear and your campaign won't generate the needed data for the course. So you see the suggestion there was $3 a day. It really depends on how competitive your ads are, but if you're looking to control costs, make sure that daily budget is set in there. Next topic is keyword basics. We are going to spend a lot of time on keywords that are applicable excuse me, when you're looking at Google Ads and when you're setting up your campaigns. They're applicable later on in the course when we optimize your site for a search engine and to gain free search traffic. So keywords are really important when you're talking about an online business. So videos here will help you get started thinking about keywords. My advice is always think about keywords in terms of your customer. What need is your product or service filling? And then think about what they then will search. This is also a good time to differentiate your product, make it unique, make it stand out from others. So think about how you can market your product so that it's not just a generic product that your competitors would offer, but something distinct that people will search for, and that you can fill that search need. So after after getting started with those videos, that will set you up to do this assignment, which will be a spreadsheet with these columns, and then you will fill that out with at least 20 keywords. There's a sample spreadsheet here if you want to get started. So along with the spreadsheet, you'll turn in a Word document and answer these questions. That'll help you think a little bit about what good keywords and bad keywords are. You got to have keywords to make your business work, but you want to make sure they're good keywords so that they're effective. And that'll be it. You'll just have a reflection after that. So again, an exciting week in creating your campaign. That's a big step. And then as we jump into keywords, remember we'll be using these throughout the semester. So now's a good exercise to start on them, but we'll be refining them and honing them in throughout the course.